Well, just start with just your overall thoughts on the game today.
I thought first half, I thought we were good. I thought we were better. I thought we moved the ball well. We stretched the pitch. And I didn't think there was a lot in it. Do you mean? But I thought we were good with the possession. I thought we locked them down well, made them turn the ball. You could hear a little bit of grumbling when they were trying to kick it, and then it was going to run through to our goalkeeper. We're starting again. And then I thought second half, I thought they were better. I thought they moved the ball better. They were more aggressive in their press against us. We didn't really make enough passes to then open the pitch out and start rotating the ball. And we lacked a bit of composure for me second half. You know, the amount of times the ball landed and we just hooked it the way we were facing and gave easy possession away was frustrating. And then we have a good chance at the end with Tyrese because we're always a threat on transition. I thought we defended our box well. I think there's arguably one that they probably should score. The one Chair gets inside for the header. I thought he probably should have scored that. I think the other ones, albeit are decent opportunities. You know, I think we've got enough bodies to defend it. I think the goalie comes across and does really well. Ty has a good chance, flashes it past the post. But I think, and listen, the game shouldn't be remembered for one incident. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought, like I say, I thought we were good first half. They were certainly good second half. But I think it's a clear penalty. You know, I've watched it back. And I don't know what the referee's seen there. You know, it's clear as day. The kid just runs across his path. You can see he puts his hands out. He hits him. The fact is, it's not one where there's a little bit of contact and you can stay up. He hits him and Ben just literally needs to go over because there was that much contact in his back leg. So I really don't understand how he couldn't give the penalty.
I'm seeing you at the end of the game. You sort of in conversation with the referee. I'm not sure how much of a two-way dialogue that was.
Yeah, no, listen, I was more irate at the fourth official as it happened, naturally, because it's just literally happened in front of me and I couldn't believe he didn't give it. What I said to the referee was, I want you to have a look at it, and if you feel you've made a mistake, it'd be, I want you to let me know. Do you know what I mean? Because from my perspective, and even now having seen it back, it doesn't get much clearer than that for me. You know. But I'll ask you a question, do you think it was a penalty?
When I looked at it, yeah, my first reaction was, it's a penalty. When I look back at it, I can see maybe because the fullback.
Oh no! Don't say it. Oh.
No, I'm giving the referee an out.
Yeah.
Like my first reaction, it was a penalty.
Yeah.
And that's the reaction you have as a referee, as an official. It's you either give it or you don't.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, maybe because the player is.
Yeah, but irrespective, you can do that and kick somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any difference where your hands are. Your hands can be anywhere. But the fact is, if you run across the path of somebody and you clip their heel and it's in the box, if it's outside the box, I think we're all pretty certain he's going to give the free kick, isn't he? So why, in the 92nd minute away from home, does it change if it's in the box? It's a penalty. There's no debate for me on it. It's a penalty.
Then probably take this a bit further than the next level. If we were in the Premier League, the referee would get a second opportunity at that.
I think he gives a penalty 100%. And if he doesn't, there's no point in having VAR, as far as I'm concerned. There's no point in having it. So, yeah.
Do you think at this time that at this level...
Listen, I don't really want to get involved in that debate. See, to be honest, I never really talk about referees after games. Do you know what I mean? I really don't. I don't complain. If we don't play well enough, I focus more on us. Second half, we didn't play well enough. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not sitting here saying we should have won the game. I thought first half we were good. I thought second half we could have done a lot better. But at the end of the day, the foul's a foul. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing else you can say about it.
Situation that Joe's made 3 big blocks. A number of blocks.
Yeah.
You said earlier, probably blocks you expect him to make.
No, but I think they're good saves, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? So I said to him after the game, when we need you to make a couple of saves, I thought you did that really well. So, but equally, we've won with Tyrese at the end, and then we have Funty's header, we heads it for about 6 yards, and the lad makes a really good save and palms it over the bar. So you can't ignore it both ways. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, I'm happy to admit second half they were better than us. So yeah.
And it's not to talk about the referee in particular, but referees in general. Are there times in the match and places on the pitch where certain fouls are fouls and certain fouls aren't fouls? Is there a sort of lack of courage in giving a foul in the last second or in right into the penalty where there would be no problem somewhere?
What I will say is, right, at the start of the season we had meetings with the referees, every club had them, and what they did say is we wouldn't be given as many soft fouls this year. And that's fine, I'm comfortable with that. But as far as I'm concerned, that foul, I think it's different if the lads are running the same way and they bump and then one goes over. I wouldn't be deeming that as a foul. But when one's running that way and the other one runs that way, the simple fact is if you make contact with the player, you can't avoid going down and it's a free kick, can you? Do you know what I mean? That's literally impossible because they're travelling at speed, different directions. Yeah, So the fact is, when that makes, if he doesn't make connection and he falls over, he deserves to be booked. That's what he deserves. He did make connection and he went over, and in my opinion, like, unless you're tinted with QPR sort of glasses, right, I think any neutral will look at that and think it's a penalty. I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Break, I mean, you're just very new into the club. Is it a case of an opportunity for you to get into the players, or are you looking at maybe November, December as a time where you've almost got a second pre-season? You'll give the guys a bit of time off. Yeah,
they'll have a bit of time off, but we'll be in as well. You know, it'll only be a couple of days at a time, and then we'll be in a couple of days and just try to work on a few things. Because what you need to bear in mind is we've been together for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, we've played some tough games. I think this has been the toughest game we've played. If I'm honest, I think QPR are a good team. You know, I played them when I was at Sunderland, and I felt that they're stronger now than what they were then. You know, the likes of Willock back. I think Chair looks as if he's in good form at the moment. You've got the full-backs back fit that they didn't have then. Ethan Laird's come in since that point. So I think QPR are a good side at this level. I think they'll certainly be in the top half for me.
And in the short term, what is it you will be looking to sort of drill into the players before you come back after the break?
Well, what we need to do is we need to sustain. You can't just play well for 45 minutes and then the second half, lose a bit of belief in what you're doing. But I thought we tired second half. You know, even the lads that I brought on, Josh Laurent's only just come back for a 6-week injury. Nick Powell's played 44 minutes in pre-season, has only had a couple of sub-appearances, and Tyrese Kimball missed the last game and was only fit and available for the last 30 minutes today. And then we've got Josh Timon missing for the last game, Jacob Brown missing for the last game, and I think we've got 10 currently out injured at the moment. So, yeah, a lot to do. So, yeah, happy with a point.